Let's bring back Chief Meteorologist Eddie Garcia. Eddie, we got a lot going on. Fire, storm, there's a lot here.
Yeah, and you're seeing some snow in Rio Rancho from earlier today. And now we're talking about fires burning in the state. This is part of it's a storm that's moving in from the northwest, bringing in a cold front with it. Right now, here's what we know about a brush fire burning just to the south and west of Wagon Mound. At this moment, being reported to us by the Moore County Sheriff's Office, it's about 1,000 acres. Right now, we do know that first responders are on the scene. No reports of any sort of injuries, and that's good news. No reports of any sort of property lost. Right now, those conditions are much colder than they were a little bit earlier. The north wind, though, is starting to take a break, but humidity is super low. So right now, those wind speeds, as I mentioned, are on the decline. This is good news for firefighters. And then there's the matter of that storm moving in from the northwest. We're getting patchy snow. The trouble is going to be actually getting it on the ground because of how dry it is. And you can see for your own self that brush fire provided to us by the Moore County Sheriff's Office really continues to show us what you can imagine is causing anxiety among the people living there in Moore County. And let me tell you this is because they went through a lot this summer. So we're bringing in meteorologist Brandon Richards here, has a brand new report from the Los Alamos National Labs talking about this issue, about fires hitting once again in communities that were hard hit already. So Brandon, you're telling me that some of what's this in the report is looking pretty alarming.
Yeah, it's the last thing people in New Mexico want to hear. The chance that places already charred from wildfires last year can reburn. Last year's wildfires have all New Mexicans on edge about what this spring might bring. And with the new research being released from the Los Alamos National Lab, another concern is developing: the chance of reburns. 11 U.S. states were reviewed for this topic, including New Mexico. Kirk Solander was a part of this study. But the biggest question on everyone's mind: what effect could this have on the hardest hit communities that have already seen fires in recent years?
I would say that, places that have been hit very recently probably are not going to have to worry about something in the near future. We will have to make sure to treat these areas, or at least pay attention to these areas to prevent something from happening again.
From the research, 3 main factors play a role in reburns: seasonal temperatures, moisture loss from vegetation, and wind speed. What do these 3 factors have in common? The change in climate. The next 20 years, for say, is it going to continue to increase those chances? Because I know climate change could feed into this issue where reburns could become more frequent.
We are going to see those drier conditions more frequently. We're going to see the conditions, primed for these reburns to happen.
Solander said one way to combat this issue is more prescribed burns, which is currently a controversial topic in the Roundhouse. Back to you.